Everybody's got excuses, but you got one life to live, one life to give, one moment, one opportunity. Boy, that's it, and it's all said and done. When the going gets tough and the tough gets going, you just go ahead and run. Cause opinions are like assholes, everybody has one. They're being constructive or they jealous of the outcome. It's not about the times you fail, it's about the times you got up. And I don't even care what the fuck your excuses is. Fact is, you just playing the cards of foolishness. What you think I'm doing is you gotta get up, get going and just move on. Don't look towards the past, you gotta groove on. You procrastinating now, you gotta get that motivation. I already created a track called Inspiration.
I did indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I did create a track called Inspiration, but this is not about me, JLB, and my rapping career. This is about wrestling. And of course, you are tuned in, dialed in on this podcast with none other than your boy JLB. And of course, I am always joined by the crazy one, Kid Crazy. How goes it, good sir?
Pretty good yourself. How's all these wrestling fans going?
It's going. We'll see. We'll see. It's been quite a week, I would say. Royal Rumble is obviously this Saturday, folks. So remember, it is not on Sunday. It is this Saturday at 8 p.m. So if you need to change up your ways of doing things, it is on a Saturday this time. That messed me up a bit. I kind of figured that out 2 days ago. And yeah, I'm going to be working for that first hour. So hopefully I don't miss a Rumble.
But last year they started with one of the two Rumbles. So
no, they didn't. No, they didn't. So
they didn't?
And I checked because I was curious. So the last 3 years at least, they haven't done it. And I only checked the last 3 years because the women and the men's Rumbles, right?
Yeah.
So they haven't done it. It's always been either one match before, and it's usually a title match, or two matches before.
That makes sense. Okay, so you might have time.
Here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. Or I'll maybe miss like the first 15 entrants or maybe the first 10 entrants if there's a match before or something. We'll see. Hopefully the first match is long and it's not like I feel like the Miz and Maurice would go on first.
I think that would be a good match to start off the show. I think so.
Yeah. Or even maybe
give you time to get home.
Give you time to get home, and even maybe Brock versus Lashley could start it off too.
Actually, I think that's a better idea. I think starting it off with Olivier, a bit of the right away started off with a good beat. So yeah, I think so. I think Roman Reigns and Seth wouldn't be a good idea, but I think Brock and Bobby would.
That's it. Brock's started a few before, so it's very possible that they can definitely go that route. Yeah. So Royal Rumble, and I guess we'll break that down at the end since it's coming up for what's going on with the Rumble. But of course, it always has to start on Smackdown the Friday before. I can't necessarily recall. I know you're a great note taker there. What do you have for SmackDown?
Well, SmackDown started off with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins promo. Well, it started off with the Usos celebrating Roman Reigns' 500 day. Well, it was 508, but 500 day belt reign or championship reign. Sorry, and which I think was a better promo than last week. Even though we had some good punchlines last week, but this week I think was more structured and more focused. Again, Roman Reigns mentions the John Cena. Who wrote your promo? John Cena. He tells Seth Rollins.
That was great.
So that was good, which was setting up basically for the main event, which ended up being Kevin Owens came out because he said you don't know anybody here on SmackDown to have a partner to face the Usos, and he goes, I think I have one, and KO comes out.
Of course he does. Yeah.
So it's a good thing because exactly 1 year ago, KO was the number one contender for Roman Reigns' title. So there's kind of a backstory there. They fought that Royal Rumble for the title. So that was kind of a good backstory, kind of a bit of long-term storytelling. Um, and yeah, we'll get to that main event at the end and how that finished. Basically, it was for either Seth Rollins, if they lose, he no longer gets the title shot, and if
Right.
they win, the Usos are barred from ringside. Oh yes, and yes, thank you, Casey. And Seth mentioned Mox, not Dean Ambrose. So I found that was funny. Got a pop from the crowd. Yeah.
And I'm surprised not that I've noticed maybe, but I'm surprised the Twitter sphere didn't go crazy with that. It's like, oh, Mox is going to be at the Rumble. Mox is going to be at the Rumble.
Yeah.
You show video footage of the Shield, nothing. But when Seth Rollins mentions Mox, like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what? Why would you call him Mox? Why wouldn't you say Dean Ambrose?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess Seth has a bit of leeway with his promos. I don't know if he passed it by Vince McMahon before, or even if Vince McMahon would have refused him saying it. But I found it was a nice wink to the wrestling fans, I think.
That's it. And of course, we have the Big Red Machine over here.
Yo.
Big Red finally came back. Welcome aboard, good sir. You kind of just came in at the right moment. So
Thank you. Daddy duties, but I'm all here and I'm all yours, guys.
Yep.
whoop, whoop.
And that's what we were talking about. We were just talking about SmackDown and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins promo with the Usos and Kevin Owens
and
setting up the main event. Yeah.
And the Mox.
Yeah, the Mox mentioned that was that was a nice wink. Like I was telling JLB, it was a nice wink to the wrestling fans, and it got a pop. Even though
I mean, it makes sense. Why wouldn't it, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? It was really cool of them to say, like I was saying, it didn't really get a lot of buzz per se. Mox is going to be at the Rumble or whatever. Thank God. I think the Twitter sphere maybe was sleeping that day. But yeah, very cool. And if anyone's going to get away with that, it's going to be Seth.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because Seth is just a cocky prick like that, and it works.
Yep. And the whole Shield thing and everything. Yeah. Makes perfect sense that they would bring that up. He's saying that him and Mox, when he mentioned Mox, he was saying him and Mox carried Roman Reigns during the Shield days. And now the Usos are basically carrying and protecting Roman Reigns. So you always need somebody to protect him. So I think it was a good promo. Then I think you would be happy for the next match, which is your favorite wrestler getting pinned by Natalia.
Yo, is it a match officially now? Is that what's going on between Naomi and
I don't know if it's a rivalry.
Well, it's supposed to be because now
it's been going back and forth. Yeah.
Right now she's fired.
So I don't know if this was if there was a gimmick where if she won, she would be rehired.
I said boys. I did not say boys. Get out of here. All right.
The boys are here. But yeah, it wasn't a very good match. It was a surprise pin. So basically they're making Aliyah look like the luckiest woman in WWE. Always with these surprise pins and surprise victories. But I'm still not invested in this rivalry either way. So,
well, you have Natty in it. Huh?
Yeah, it's hard.
That doesn't help
to get invested in a rivalry with a charismatic person like Natalia.
Even with what they were doing with the boss is abusing their power kind of thing with Naomi, right? Like they stretched it for too long, which was the issue. This has been like 3 months in the making, and they kind of would do it on some weeks and not on others. And these women don't generally have a lot of charisma or a lot of fans behind them as it is.
Right.
So you really have to do it quick. Push, do it. A month later, all right, you're facing each other. Let's get it out of the way. And then, just maybe it was a DeVille situation. Maybe she wasn't ready to wrestle yet, or maybe she had prior whatever. So they had to maybe stretch that and so on, or maybe she had a little ring rust or whatever. But yeah, I mean, whatever. At this rate, I don't know. I love Naomi. I thought she deserves better, but at the same time, man, she's been there for so long and she's like hasn't improved or impressed me kind of thing, right? So
I'm because it's been going on so long, this Naomi and Sonya thing, I'm really eager to see how this is going to finish. Right, they have a match next week. Finally, Adam Pearce. Oh, we had a surprise visit from Eric Bischoff. The Eric Bischoff was there, and he kind of advised Pierce to finally have a match between Sonya and Naomi.
Right.
So Naomi, Sonya was a bit surprised, but she said, "Okay, no problem if that's what you guys want," because she obviously, again, during the match, was it a championship match, Naomi and Charlotte? Was the championship on the line, or was it?
I don't think so. I think it was just a match like that.
Just a contenders match, what they call, right? So she was the ref, and she caused the match, the Naomi to lose again. So that's what happened.
So apparently I wrote it on the description by mistake. The Boyds are back. Whatever.
Yes, I saw
Give me a new word.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's JLB.
That's it ain't JLB unless something's misspelled, guys. I'm just keeping my name alive out there. You know, it's my gimmick.
Well, it could be a T-shirt. The Boyds are back.
Yeah. We really saw that. So, the Boyds are back. We'll make that a thing. We'll make my spelling mistake a gimmick. So no, it wasn't for a title. Can we move on? I feel like it's
that's it. Well,
it's gotten more time than the match did. Like,
yeah, I agree. We'll talk more about it next week if it's finally over this program.
Maybe if anything, they're gonna mess it up even more, and they're gonna put it on like the pre-show match for Rumble.
Or have the match on SmackDown, have a non-finish, and then have it on the preview on the pre-show and the Rumble.
That makes sense because now she's fired, right? Because she abused her power. Eric Bischoff was there, whatever. So yeah, maybe something will happen on SmackDown, and then watch. It's a kickoff show match. It's a pre-show match.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's down WWE's aisle. So.
And what do you guys think about this Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn thing going on?
So the segment was stupid. I think I put that as my tops and drops.
I believe so. You did. Yeah.
It was just too stupid for me. It was. So at first I was critical. I'm like, okay, you talk about self-mutilation not being a thing that you guys do, and then you have Sami Zayn come out and is going to electrocute his balls. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it was all a joke. They made it very PG, of course, and whatever. But it was stupid. Sami is probably the only guy that could have pulled that off. But it's very hard. It was way too childish. It didn't come off great, but I get it. It's just to promote the Rumble and get Johnny Knoxville out there.
But technically, I heard that there's more actors coming in the Rumble.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Like
maybe not in the Rumble, but will be at the Rumble, maybe probably.
I heard the Bad Bunny's supposed to be in the Rumble now.
Oh, that makes sense. Sense. They promoted his tour and all that. So
yeah, I heard that on Raw. So yeah, that's so.
The only celebrity I'm down for is Bad Bunny to come to the Rumble.
Well, he had improved a lot his wrestling last year, so yeah, I'm interested to see where he is.
I'm flickering. I'm asking why.
Dude, he had a great match for a celebrity on what he did during that match. What do you mean? Against what was it? The Miz and
it was the tag team, Damian Priest and him against Miz and
Bad Bunny versus Miz and someone
and Morrison.
That was a good match
for a celebrity.
He pulled off some good spots.
Match. He did a Canadian Destroyer for Pete's sake.
Even if the Canadian Destroyer is mostly the guy receiving it,
exactly
that does all the work, it still takes
what celebrity that
will be able to do that. It will be rare. It will be
It's your opinion. Again, I think two on gets one like usual. It's Thursday.
Hey, Big Red, do you have what's your favorite drink? Do you have some haterade there? Because
I have agua.
Aqua.
But yeah, I don't. I think that the Jackass bandwagon has passed, and I don't think people. It's not the same as it once was.
No.
So I'm not that interested in Johnny Knoxville in the Rumble. I am happy for Zayn to being continuing having his TV time. And by the way, did we talk about Sami Zayn signed a new contract right this week?
Yeah.
So
so on top of that, he was also on a French wrestling podcast. Did you guys catch that?
I didn't listen to it, but I saw he was on it.
I didn't even know he was in a French podcast.
It was the first time he's on it. Kevin Owens has been on it a few times, but Sammy's it was the first time for a long interview. I'm going to try to see that.
So he had discussed that he was very content with being in the WWE, and although he would like to see his character improve and go further, he's also really happy with the stuff that he does do with the conspiracy theory stuff. He really likes doing those sort of things. So he's kind of comfortable and happy where he's at. And it's almost like they really like him there too, though. So I
think he's been doing a good job in that character.
Yeah. I mean, with what they're giving him, I mean, he's just doing his best. It must be fun because, especially being a conspiracy theorist kind of thing, you're just kind of making these things up and going, and you have the freedom to do what you want, right?
Yeah.
So I would like Sammy had a lot of pull with that.
I would like his booking to be better and to him have better quality matches and all that. But what he's doing with what he has is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. And he mentioned that him and KO talk French when they want to discuss something and don't want anyone to understand. But they mentioned they don't try and discuss anything near the Miz because the Miz might pick up on something. And I'm like, yes, like freaking Maurice,
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, when we were playing soccer on the soccer field. We were Portuguese, basically an all Portuguese team, and we love to piss off the other teams by just speaking Portuguese all the time. So it must be fun for them and people not understanding what they're saying and thinking maybe they're talking bad about them. So
for sure, I think once you convert to a different language, you already know they're talking shit about you, though.
Yeah, sure. Most of the time,
If you're in the room with a bunch of people and then you just randomly speak a different language. Obviously, everyone knows that you speak English and you switch automatically. You're talking shit about someone in the room at any given point. Like, come on, why switch conversation?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Most of the time it's because you want to say something that other person you can't make that other person hear. So
yeah, exactly. That's it. So it was, and I didn't listen to it because, like you guys mentioned, not too keen in French. So shout out to Gary for giving me the rundown on that.
Shout out to Gary then.
Yep.
Good job.
Anything else happening on SmackDown?
Well, the main event. So KO and which was a pretty good match actually. For a main event, they came through. So basically, KO and Seth Rollins beat the Usos, and so the Usos are banned from ringside at Royal Rumble.
Didn't they win by DQ?
Yes.
Yeah, because what's his face came in interfere. Yeah.
Well, because he knew they were going to lose.
Yeah, he was about to get pinned. Exactly.
Shot. And I like that where they raised the stakes at the beginning. Oh, okay, Usos can't be involved, and he's like, no, let's raise it. If I win, you're not going to face me for Rumble. So I was like, oh, okay, they're definitely going to win then, because then how are you just going to ruin your main event?
Yeah.
But it made sense with the way that they do it. Guys, my prediction is almost coming into fruition. I said you need Seth versus Roman in like a no DQ match.
You did say that.
Yeah.
But I also said, I think,
without Usos.
But with Usos being involved. So we have the Usos not being involved. Now we just got to get that no DQ going. And there you go. I'm a WWE writer. Super stoked.
Maybe somebody else, a surprise, not a surprise entrance. I mean, a surprise person can come and interfere and have somebody, one of those two, win.
Well, there's a lot of names that are popping up that are going to St. Louis, so you never know.
Is The Rock in St. Louis?
No, Angle's in St. Louis. Undertaker's in St. Louis.
So that was rumor too, though. Undertaker was going to show up at the Rumble.
Yeah. Shane McMahon is technically Shane McMahon's coming back to the Rumble.
Oh Jesus!
If Undertaker's in the Rumble, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Yes and
not
no.
huge, like in the way where I think he would win, but we'll get a pop. But I don't know.
But then how do you make Taker
all
lose
this thing
in
about
the
always
Rumble?
retiring and yeah. Actually, as I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's a good idea.
I think he's just there because I have a feeling that he's going to be the main star for the Hall of Fame this year.
That makes sense.
Maybe the first announcement. Yeah, maybe he's the first.
And plus, it's in the Dallas Stadium, and he's a big Dallas Cowboy fan. Plus, it's in Texas, and you know how they do it. The theme of it's going to be probably a Texas theme.
Yeah, that would make sense. If he's there, probably now that you say that, it makes sense. That it would probably for that. He would probably be the first announced to the Hall of Fame.
That's the first thing that popped in my head when I heard Undertaker Rumble. Oh, maybe they're going to start the Hall of Fame.
I definitely would like to see Shane.
I hope it's not a comeback. Really? Why?
I like Shane. He's always good. He brings some energy, brings some spots. He's good on the mic. We don't have to see him every week, week in, week out. But once in a while, it's good because it gets you'll get the pop and you'll get the buzz on social media. So I think that would be a good idea.
He's a new GM for NXT. I'm just
or he always has one of those sick. Yeah,
he could be though. You could be onto something. He could be replacing DeVille. No, don't joke like that. WWE does stupid shit like that.
And he always has a big match at WrestleMania. So maybe it will be the start of setting up something for him, a rivalry for him at WrestleMania.
Or
I just hope it's not a Hell in a Cell match again.
It just might be. He's going to do something stupid, crazy. Or, guys, he's going to bring back Smackdown Underground. Because now he's going to
Oh, God. Please don't.
There we go. Give him an idea.
They'll do it.
Oh, I know they will.
It didn't work on Raw. Let's try it on SmackDown.
How's that chocolate going?
It's good, guys. It's good. It's good. And by the way, Jeff, it's quite lovely. Casey wrote something.
Dan the Dad is in St. Louis right now. Royal Rumble is in St. Louis. I'm just saying. Dan the Dad.
He's a indie wrestler, and he did a little catch. I'm almost done the chocolate, guys. For those of you who obsessed with my chocolate eating. Yeah, so he's just an indie wrestler, and he did a promo take for the Raw and Order podcast. So that's it. He's there. Pretty sure he's not going to show up. He looks more of like an AEW guy.
Okay. So he's small and short and does a lot of spots.
I don't even know. I haven't even seen them wrestle. Okay. They just saw him at an indie show, and he's pretty cool.
Who do you guys think is going to win the Rumble? Fast. Okay, who do you guys want to win the Rumble?
Okay. So I think Big E's going to win it.
Okay. What he's thinking.
I want to see KO.
Okay.
I want to see KO win it.
I definitely want. Yeah. I guess AJ. Yeah, I guess AJ would be always. AJ's always good to main event to WrestleMania. But I would want KO. I think. Yeah, Stardust. Yes. If anybody from AEW shows up, which I still think it's very
rare,
not possible.
That possible. Dude, if anyone from AEW shows up, we're going live.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'll go live on my phone because I won't be home, but that's no problem. I don't think if anybody from AEW shows up, they won't win, and I don't think there'll be a long time in the Rumble. So
I wouldn't trust WWE to do something with the AEW star, though. You know what I mean? Like, treat them proper.
Right.
Like, unless it's something in their contract. They make it a thing, one appearance. You can't make them look stupid in this way, that way.
The only person I see, if it happens, is Jericho.
Yeah.
That's the
only because of the history there,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Jericho, definitely. He'll get a huge pop. Jericho won't do anything stupid. They won't make Jericho look bad. We've mentioned that they've been in talks to do certain things for video stuff and whatever together. Nothing wrestling yet. Could this be that forbidden door that Cody was talking about that he was planning? We'll see. We'll certainly see.
It definitely makes it interesting.
It does.
Makes it makes it interesting. But I don't know who I think. I would like KO to win, but who I think will win, I don't know. Big E seems like he got cut short in that title reign, so it looks like maybe it would be a good fit for him to win the Rumble. Maybe Drew McIntyre if he comes back, but he hasn't been gone that long, so I don't think he'll be there.
No.
He's still getting back from that injury. So I don't know. I think Big E is the one I think will win, and KO is the one I would want to win. I think those are my locked-in picks.
I think it's gonna be KO. If Seth beats Roman, I see KO.
Oh, yeah, because when good friendship always makes for a good match eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then Brock would have to essentially interfere. Like that's the thing, man. Because I don't know, you can't make Roman look bad either, and Roman without a title is not the head of the table anymore.
Or you do a triple threat with Seth, KO, and Roman, and then Brock gets in some way with a DQ kind of thing. It's mixy.
Yeah,
It's
I
touchy.
don't see Roman. I can't see Roman losing it. It has to be a weird Roman loss.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you do a 3-way, there's no DQ. So probably someone's gonna interrupt,
and he doesn't have to be pinned.
Exactly.
But I think I completely agree. They will want to protect Roman one way or another.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think it can be done with a distraction and interference. Nelson saying that WWE always respects the Rhodes. That's definitely true. Actually, the Dusty Rhodes tournament is actually started on Tuesday on NXT, and mentioned Dusty a few times. So there's a connection there, definitely. But the way Cody has been bashing WWE all the time, I don't know if the respect is still full pin there.
And those polka dots were not really respectful. If you guys know behind that story there.
Oh, why they gave him the polka dot leotards?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I might have seen that somewhere, but I don't remember why they gave it to him. But I know he was the working man's.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the same time, they respect Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes did so much for the WWE, even after training their wrestlers. Everybody in WWE talks about Dusty, giving them a bunch of advice and so on. So
it was a big part of NXT, yeah.
It was a big part of NXT, and if anything, the respect is more towards Dusty. They clearly never cared about Dustin.
I was about to
Cody,
say,
they didn't care for much either. So it's more of a respect to Dusty rather than his sons. So
I think they cared about him for a bit when he was Intercontinental Champion. He was one of Casey saying, to be honest, I think Perazzo shows up for the Women's Royal Rumble.
No way.
And she refused. From what I heard, they offered her and they offered the Iconics to come, and all three of them refused.
And now there's rumors of Bailey coming in.
Well, that would make sense.
Really makes sense. Yeah, I definitely see Bailey there for sure.
I'll be.
About time.
Ding
dong. Hello.
I'll jump off my sofa if she comes in.
She's coming in. Get ready to jump.
Yeah, I think it's about that time.
Yeah.
They always say, well, they said the year or 9 months or whatever. I don't remember exactly, but they always give it a bit more. So when they do come back, it still has that surprise feeling. So I would very not be surprised.
And what do you think of Ronda? Technically, coming?
I think she'll be there. From what we've heard.
Yeah, like I've heard a lot of rumors about that. Someone had commented on her video game. She does her video game streaming. And she says, yeah, that rumor has been there for the past 3 years, though. No, Rhonda. No, it hasn't. No one thought you were showing up last year. No one thought you were showing up the year before. But no one cared.
Are you guys pumped about it? Or you guys don't like? I really don't care.
Depends how they book it. Depends how they book it. It could be possible. There's some friction there. Maybe she's not in the Rumble. Maybe she'll come and interfere in the Charlotte or in the Becky match.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's the main event, to be honest with you guys.
If she interferes in the main event?
No, she's going to be in the main event in Mania. I wouldn't be surprised one bit.
But she already was, no?
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
they main evented. They main evented WrestleMania. It was her, Charlotte, and Bex, right?
right.
Yeah, so if it's 2 nights, they could easily give her 1 night, whatever. I mean, if Asuka comes back
Oh,
and
yes.
Bailey comes back, I don't want Ronda.
Agreed.
At
Oh my
the
God,
same
I'm agreeing with
time,
Johnston.
it happens, bro. It's is there a full moon outside? Yeah, I don't know, man, because then that's taking away from Bianca. That's taking away. Well, Sasha's apparently hurt. Maybe she'll be back for the Rumble though. Who
Sasha's
knows?
hurt?
She got hurt.
Oh,
at
Sasha,
Shop-
yes. I was.
One job. One job.
I try.
Yeah. So, like, you know what though? Give me Ronda. They won't do it, but give me Ronda versus Baylor. Don't put Ronda in the title picture. Give me Ronda, Baylor. Not
Who?
Baylor.
Ronda?
Baszler.
Oh, Baszler, Sheena.
I was like, who the hell's Baylor?
It's the female Balor. Yeah, no, like give me like Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. Make it like a MMA thing, feud some way. Don't make it an MMA match because we know what you did with boxing. So don't want to see that. But yeah, give me that then. Don't give me Ronda in the title picture.
But isn't Baylor?
She doesn't need to be there right away.
Aren't they together? Like, aren't they like the 4 horsemen of UFC or something?
The 4. Yeah, but they already fired one of the 4.
They fired
MMA
2 of them.
horsemen. No,
No?
both of them.
Two
All
of them.
right. So yeah. So
And
I
horses
would be
break
interested in
legs,
seeing
bro.
that. Yeah.
Horses
Hey,
break legs, so you know they're no
Ronda and
longer-
Shayna in a program against each other. Yeah,
I'm
take my
down.
money. Yeah.
Take my money. Like
Yep. She
the-
doesn't,
and Bailey, Bianca, Asuka, if she comes back, they all still get their title shot and all that. I'm down for. Or give me or if you really want to make my life like happy, give me Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair and beat the shit out of Flair in a shoot. Then I am down. Then you can also take my money. But if it's not that, if you're not going to beat the shit out of Charlotte Flair, then give me Ronda versus Baszler.
It
I don't think you're
depends
getting none
where
of them.
it depends where Bailey goes, right? If she goes to SmackDown or to Raw, was she drafted?
Ronda?
No, Bailey.
I
I
think
think
she's
she was on SmackDown. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was drafted in the draft. Okay, so if she's on SmackDown, then it would make sense that she would battle Charlotte for the world title because there's not really anybody else on SmackDown.
What was her last feud before she left? Is that
Bianca? I think it was Bianca.
I don't think so. I think it either was Sasha or was it Bianca?
I think it was Bianca.
Yeah, I think it was Bianca because that whole competition, the athletic competition, the dunking competition they had, and they had the few matches where Bianca won. Yeah, pretty much. I think it was the last Lita versus Trish.
That'd be cool. That would be cool. I'd be kind of maybe down for that.
In a way, that's why they're pushing the Lita versus Charlotte because Charlotte really has no competition on SmackDown, really. So it looks like maybe Lita probably won't win the Rumble, but I definitely see something happening for Lita versus Charlotte at WrestleMania, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could see them giving her that shot that way. But then it's kind of a waste of a women's Rumble winner, too. You know, for it to be Lita, like
no, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think she'll win.
Yeah.
I think something happens that she goes into a rivalry with Charlotte, and whoever wins the women's Royal Rumble, then will challenge Bex.
Or it also could be that Charlotte wins the Rumble and she chooses Lita.
Very well be. It's true. It's true. I keep on forgetting that Charlotte is in the Rumble. I
don't understand why she's in the Rumble, even though she's a champion. But who am I?
Because they don't have anything for her, and we can put her on the Rumble poster. You know
exactly. So that's very well possible. I'm even scared that's where they're gonna go.
I wouldn't be surprised, guys.
Now that you mention it, and I remember that she's in the
unless Ronda comes in, and it is going to be Ronda versus Flair.
I like what Jeff wrote. If you pop it up, but.
What do you guys think of Beth Phoenix maybe winning the Rumble? That's a possibility.
No.
That would be a surprise entrance.
No.
She would be a surprise entrance.
Jeff
Why
is
not?
clearly joking. Why would Beth Phoenix win the Rumble?
Because
Why,
she's making a comeback.
Yeah, she's making a comeback.
And they're
No,
definitely
but
going to
she's
push
not.
her. She's beating up men and
She's
security
staying?
guards.
She's staying after this?
It definitely looks like she's staying.
Yeah, it looks like
If Charlotte wins, I riot. Let's go to the Hammerstein and let's riot.
Just riot, yeah, straight up. Woo!
Yeah, I agree. I find it stupid for her to be in the Rumble and have we've seen dumber things, yeah. But
we have. That's valid.
well, I should definitely be a surprise entrant because she's in another match. So that what you were saying at the beginning of the podcast, that they would be the first match of the Rumble, that mixed tag team, starting to make more sense with that with that hypothesis. And then Beth Phoenix surprise entrance maybe wins, because it does look like they're pushing her. They're making her look very strong. She's body slamming security guards, beating up security men and everything. So they are making her look strong. I wouldn't be surprised.
I still have my money on Becky.
Yeah, my money too, but on the opposite. It's the 5-1 odds, baby.
Wait, what was it again? You were saying Becky was gonna win
the Rumble.
No, it was Becky was gonna win the Rumble.
Win the Rumble.
Yes.
But how? Why?
Is
Becky even in the Rumble?
No, he said she was gonna lose. She was gonna lose the title.
Oh,
yes.
right.
And then be a surprise entrant in the Rumble, because he doubled down when.
Yes, that's what it was.
When we said she wasn't.
If that happens, I'm going live.
Yeah, well, yes, because you just made $20.
Well, I guess we ain't going live then, because that ain't happening.
Okay. Doudrop is gonna win.
Yeah, Doudrop might win the Rumble, dude. That's
But Doudrop is fighting against Becky.
But she's in the main event.
She's in
Well,
the
main
but
event
she's also
in
in
the
the
title shot.
Rumble. I think she's also in the Rumble too, though.
I wouldn't be surprised because they don't have enough women. Yeah,
They don't have enough women. They can't afford unless they bring up
It
like
could
a
be
lot
Summer
of...
Rae, you know, the legend.
Oh, Jesus.
Summer Rae, wasn't she just like a valet for Fandango, or did
She
she actually
wrestled
wrestle a
once or-
bit?
I don't even think she was champion. She might have been like champion once or something, but I don't even think so.
I don't remember her being champion. I don't. If she wrestled, which very possible, I don't remember seeing
She
it. So
wrestled, but
it's not many times.
Yeah, no, she
very-
wrestled. She just wrestled like ages ago.
Yeah,
Like
that
what,
would-
15 years ago, maybe?
more or
It
less,
would
yeah.
make sense that.
Yeah.
And McCool too.
remember
Well,
Summer Rae.
no. Fandango didn't come into WWE 15 years ago.
Oh no, it's valid.
No, but she was there before Fandango.
She was there
Hmm.
before Fandango, though.
Summer Rae?
It's like
Yeah.
like Naomi. Naomi was Funkadactyl before she.
Yeah,
She
I
came
remember
in-
that.
Yeah.
What was Summer Rae?
She came the same time as
Like Tori?
Rosalinda, or what her name is there.
You know,
Rosa.
making up your own divas. now? That's what
No,
we're
I'm
doing?
not.
I don't remember. I remember her with Fandango being the dancer. That
Yeah,
I
but she-
remember guaranteed. Now, if she was there before that, like in a duo like from the Lactics, I don't remember. It was like how important it was.
So, legend is simply the WWE term for a wrestler that is no longer active, but
Not a Hall
not
of
a
Famer.
Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. So if you're not a Hall of Famer yet, they'll call you a legend, and when you become a Hall of Famer, then you're a WWE Hall of Famer. Yeah. Even so, I guess Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Brawler is a legend. I guess.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Summer Rae came in 2013.
Oh wow. Okay.
So 9 years ago, and that's more around the time Fandango came.
Yeah.
That would
And
make
she
sense.
left in 2017.
So she wrestled for 4 years, and she's been gone for 5.
And she's a legend.
And she's a legend, exactly. So that's all the weight that word has for WWE.
All right, Rampage.
All right, Rampage. Mox back for his first match against Ethan
Oh.
Page. I love this match. 2 very good matches, though. We'll get to the other one after, but I really like this match. Ethan Page needs to get away from Scorpio Sky and and Dan Lambert as soon as possible.
Agreed. And honestly, the trust that they have for Ethan Page to actually allow Moxley's first match to be with him, because he is a really good wrestler, and I recall my co-host from the other wrestling podcast, Casey, mentioning for me to go watch a few of Ethan Page's matches on Impact. And the guy is fire. He had a little jokester character there, but the guy can go. And this all ego thing, was his gimmick in Impact. But yeah, agreed. He's got to get away from Dan Lambert. This match was fire. Just give me more him in the ring and wrestling. Don't even have to give me a storyline with Dan Lambert or something. Just make him a killer in the ring, and that's it. Because boy, he told a story in that ring, and I was pleasantly surprised and pleased and happy.
Totally. He made the Mox look good. He made himself look good. Really, really enjoyed the storytelling of that match. He needs to be on his own. I think me waiting patiently for that was a special appearance confirmed. All Elite. But Ethan Page needs to get away from Dan Lambert. Make his own promos, his own stories, build his own storylines. He can definitely go. What do you guys think about Mox's wrestling? Did you guys see a bit of a shift there?
A paradigm shift?
How?
Yeah, no, look.
It seemed more technical to me.
Give me more of that Moxley. That's the Bloodsport Moxley.
Yeah.
Right? That's the New Japan Moxley-ish. Give me more of that Moxley. Don't give me this hardcore Nick Gage Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I enjoyed it. I liked it. And I was like, oh God, Moxley's just gonna be a stupid hardcore match. No, it was really done, really technical. I think Ethan Page made him it got the best out of Mox in that regard. So just don't give me like an Eddie Kingston versus Mox. You know what I mean? Let Mox start fighting more technical wrestlers. Give me Mox versus Bryan.
We saw that after the match where they crossed. They crossed paths and they stared at each other. So I don't know if I'm mentally ready for that yet, because I really want to see that match in AEW, what they can build in storytelling wise, because I love their program in WWE. So what they could do with a bit more freedom, take my money. I really want to see that. So as soon as possible, please.
That's it. As soon as possible, please. Right now. No, too sweet. What else did we have?
Trent Beretta versus Nick Jackson. Also very good match. I think that was just a bit better than the Mox Page, but they were both great matches.
I have to start watching Rampage again, guys.
No, dude, because honestly, there's times that Rampage is better than Dynamite.
Because it's short and sweet. Good matches.
Good matches. And they tell a little bit of a storyline. You really PVR it, bud. Watch it in the morning or something.
I can't PVR it. It doesn't even get on TV.
Oh, yeah.
It's on TSN, though. It's on the app.
I know.
Oh, you can watch it anytime you want on the app.
You can watch it anytime you want on the app. So you're not just like, don't watch it today, I'm screwed.
You're right.
Trent is a very underrated wrestler, Trent.
Yes.
He is, and I feel like he needs to, but it's not that he's underrated. It's just that he's always in tag team matches, right? So he only we only see his talent a little bit. He has to start being in more singles matches. Because he's fire. He's
in good shape,
awesome.
man.
He's good shape, cut. Nick, we already know Nick is phenomenal, his wrestling ability. And I think those two together have great chemistry. Yeah, well, to watch on TNT, you'd have to have an IPTV, and I don't know.
IPTV, a VPN, or is this person American? No,
it's Nelson.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So
you can watch it. I watch it sometimes on TNT. Depends of where you are, if you have a VPN or not, like Justin said. But yeah, Nick Jackson, like I was saying, we already know of his wrestling ability, and but he's also Very, very good. I think I'm starting to enjoy. I don't know, because Young Bucks have basically, since they've gone into their comedic run, the matches haven't been as great as we've seen in the first year. Yeah, they went soft a bit. But I'm actually in the near future, I would like to see Nick more often in singles matches once in a while. And what about a singles run? I don't know if he'd be up to it, because I don't know if he's the best. I think Matt is better on the mic than Nick, but Nick is definitely better in the ring.
Right.
But yeah.
That's why they kind of need each other, though, right?
Yeah, that's why they complement each other. Yeah, perfect.
Not to say that it's really bad.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's not like one can't go on without the other. Heck, even do a Young Bucks feud.
Oh, I would really like that.
Do you know what I mean? And then
super
whatever
kick versus super kick.
Yeah, super kick square. Let's go. Like,
yeah.
I mean, why not? And then whatever. 2 months down the line, you guys just get back together. Like, no one's gonna care. You're an awesome tag team.
And we've seen it so many times, so it's not like it's a problem. Yeah,
that's it.
What else? Rampage Hook, another squash, another big pop to come out, and another not interference, but once again, QT came out, started bashing him again.
Well, that I saw.
He gave him an over the top.
Saw that.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When will we see Hook start facing more bigger opponents and have more important matches? Or they're still going to go with this run to keep him undefeated for a while?
I think they're going to go for a while.
Probably the same time we see Wardlow have bigger opponents.
Yeah.
Because Wardlow has been just Squash City. Like, come on. Why does every company do this? It's like, I get the marketing behind it. You want to make them look strong, make them look big. But don't give me like 3 months of this either. Like, I'm going to stop caring about how you're not... You have to give me someone known in order for you to convince me that they're strong. Don't give me jobbers.
Correct.
Give me jobbers for your first match, but then give me known people thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he didn't have a known opponent yet.
Well, known.
Well, I mean, aside from Cody back in the day, no, not really. And Sean Spears? No, not Sean Spears.
No.
He had someone, but there's
basically guys from Dark or independent wrestlers. Basically.
Yeah, that's it. Not this year, at least. And I see it this year as in 2022. Not even the last 6 months of 2021.
No, you're right. It was Cody.
Yeah. Hook needs to. I think I completely agree, because once you're still, is he bigger than CM Punk? Hook? I don't. Not yet.
I think he's talking Wardlow.
Oh, Wardlow. Okay. Yeah, because that's right. Because CM Punk, he did face CM Punk, and CM Punk beat him.
Yeah, but
I think that was a mistake. But whatever. Not the fact that CM Punk winning. I think to have Wardlow lose was a bad decision. But whatever. It's not me booking it.
Right.
But for Hook's case, because now when we see they have Hook, it's a jobber. We know Hook's gonna win, so I go to the washroom or I go smoke a cigarette or whatever, because I know he's gonna win, and then it doesn't. I've seen his suplexes, I've seen his technical wrestling, I've seen the moves he does every week. So now I just need to see him against somebody that can.
Give me Hook versus Darby.
Oh yeah.
And give that to me on Dark or something. Give that to me where you don't necessarily have a storyline for it.
And promote it on Dynamite.
Yep. And really promote it on Dynamite. That will be a way to get people to go watch Dark.
100%.
Whether it be our Elevation or whatever. Give me Darby versus Hook. If you want to make Hook wrestle on these known people on these like indie shows.
Very good idea. I completely agree with that. Yeah.
That is good marketing. Not just jobbing.
What are you doing here? Go talk to TK.
I know. Can I tell you? He won't take my calls. I tried.
He's ghosting you.
He's ghosting me. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, so that was Rampage, I guess. No. I have to talk about the main event, or else people say I'm a sexist. But Jade Cargill.
Now you're just a sexist.
Jade Cargill against Anna Jay. Wow. How can I put this?
He left.
He's like, I don't want to be associated with you. But yeah, it didn't do it for me.
No, but this match was better because
I think it was one of her best match. Yes,
one of her, yeah. Because this match, at least there was wrestling. It wasn't Jade just completely annihilating all the time. There was a little bit of back and forth, but just that's it. I don't know why it's taking them so long to give Jade this like technical ability, or for them to allow Jade to showcase this technical ability, or I don't know, maybe she's still learning. I don't know, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of her right now. I did like what I did see on Rampage, but you gotta give me more. Like I still am not caring as much as I should. And Anna's got to get better on the mic, because you can't have John Silver. I love John Silver. Is it John Silver? John Silver? Yeah, I love John Silver, and I get that Anna hungry. But you, I don't know, man. You got to give your woman like promo skills or something, like how to set up a promo and whatnot. There he is. Oh, okay. You put yourself on. All right. There you go. Welcome back, good sir. You were missed. You were missed.
Sorry about that.
No worries. It happens.
Yeah, so Anna Jay, I do agree. She needs to work on her mic skills. A few promo classes wouldn't do her any harm.
No, that's it. And I mean, even like really any of the women aside from like Britt and maybe Ruby, no one else can really talk on the mic.
Thunder Rose is not bad.
Thunder Rose is not bad. Yeah, that's true. Thunder Rose is not bad too.
The professional, what's her name? Serena
Deeb.
Yeah, she's
thank you.
Also not bad.
Serena Deeb is not bad. Leisha Hirsch.
Hirsch, yes, Lisa.
Hirsch. Layla Hirsch.
Layla Hirsch. That's right.
Getting there. Layla Hirsch is also pretty decent too. She's also phenomenal in the ring.
Yes.
Red Velvet's not that bad.
Red Velvet's not bad either. Exactly. So I don't know. They just got to learn. A lot of these women sound too innocent.
Yeah.
So like, no, man, give me a badass. Let's go. Let's believe in yourself. You know, they sound like Liv Morgan.
Ford and Bunny are good.
Are they? I don't recall.
Yeah, Nelson. Britt Baker is also good. She's come long way since her debut on the mic. She improved her mic skills. So
not only did she improve her mic skills, she improved her camera skills also, looking at the camera and where to do her moves and all that.
Isn't she the Woman Wrestler of the Year?
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised. She was showing her three trophies, right?
She's most
rookie, most improved,
woman wrestler of the year,
and best match of the year, against Thunder Rosa. Yeah.
Well, that's my pick of match of the year
for the women.
In general.
Oh, in general, boys too included.
Yeah.
I felt that promo though, although it was cool to see her. I think that was Dynamite technically, but that promo to me was just a bit weird. Like, I don't know, they needed to give her some time because, hey, we haven't showcased her alone in a while. And I got that's why they did it, but it just seemed just odd. I love the whole Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh, but where were they?
Cleveland.
They were Cleveland bashing. Oh, I'll give you a baker to look up to. And I was like, oh, Jesus. You know, like I get it. It was awesome. It was cool.
I loved it.
Just wasn't needed.
I know why they did it.
What did it do? Well, what did they like storyline wise? There's nothing.
Nothing. But
that's it. It didn't advance a storyline against any rival or any new opponent.
Does she have a rival right now?
No, not really. But that's what I mean. Create one. Like, get someone out there. Let's make a match thing happen here. Like, don't give me a stupid promo for nothing either. Great promo, but I mean, like, it was pointless.
And she even says it. She said it's about time they gave me back a mic in this ring to talk. But while I wasn't having mic time, everybody else has been mentioning my name from MJF to CM Punk. So I'm still being mentioned. So the promo was good. The promo was good. But I do see JLB's point of what was it advancing? Like, what's the reason? What was the reason for it? Who, maybe do the promo, but maybe have somebody come out at the end of the promo and start a rivalry there.
Someone from Cleveland, if they have any woman from Cleveland, you know what I mean? Like, do something. Because I don't know, but it was cool. It's cool to see her. It's great. I guess we'll go to Raw though. We can't just skip Raw because
there's some things we can talk about, I guess.
Well, the Brock
the way
Bobby, that was kind of funny. Brock makes me laugh.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know why they waited so long to give a mic to Brock.
Bobby who? Bobby who?
Exactly. Oh man, yeah. He's just...
So I don't. Anybody remember what did Brock weigh in? I know Bobby Lashley was 273 pounds.
284 for my career.
284 for Brock. Okay, I thought it would have been much more than that. Okay, 284. It's not that bad. I don't like usually weigh-ins for wrestling matches, but this one was all right, I guess.
It could be 284.5 if you didn't take off the cowboy hat.
Oh, okay. Now that's some cowboy shit.
Yeah.
But,
that's fun, and it makes sense if you do a weigh-in thing because they're freaking
huge,
monstrous behemoths. Why not? You know what I mean? I mean that was fun. What else did we?
That's about it.
Interesting. That's about it, man. Bianca Zelina, we can skip. KO versus Priest. We might see KO as USA champion soon because now KO won the first match, which got him a title match, and now Damian came out and got himself disqualified. So now we're probably gonna have a KO Damian Priest no disqualification type match.
Okay.
So, and maybe they give him a title run for a bit.
I'd be down for that. I mean, they're not doing anything with Damian. This whole crazy character is stupid. So whatever.
It's not working out. No.
He's done nothing with the U.S. title. Like, just give it to someone else.
It hasn't improved him. It hasn't made him look stronger. It hasn't put in over anybody. So it's time maybe to move on. Maybe he needs some more training. Not training in the ring because he's not that bad in the ring. But
no,
I don't know. I don't know what he's lacking there.
Charisma.
A bit of charisma. Yeah.
Since they changed his theme music, I find his character is a bit blurred.
Maybe bring him back as a heel. He's a better heel, I guess.
Well, he's a heel now.
He's a heel now.
He's a heel now?
Well,
not really.
Well, he's not a face.
Well, he's turning heel because I think Kevin Owens.
He's turning heel. He's been turning heel since Shinsuke.
Yeah.
When he
they're hinting. Shinsuke. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's because when Damian comes on, it's his heel side, and when the Priest side is on, is more his face side. So I guess they're hinting towards a heel turn, and maybe that's the good way to go.
And honestly, even his heel work in NXT wasn't necessarily great either.
It didn't make him the best wrestler in NXT, but I think it definitely made him more interesting, though.
That's true. But the way that they're going about it is a more like PG version than what NXT did with him. So it's probably not going to work.
Disney Plus.
Hey.
We finally got our. That was funny though. I wasn't. My expectations weren't high for this academic challenge. But there was some funny. Even Randy Orton almost broke out laughing and broke out of character when they asked Riddle to spell calibration.
And like when I gotta calibrate my weight scale.
Yeah. For ounces and grams. That was fucking hilarious. And did you guys notice that? Okay, I was gonna say something mean. I'm not gonna say it. Did you guys notice how Otis spelled Emmental wrong, and they still went with it? Like the word is literally spelled on the screen, and he spelled it wrong, and they're like, ding, ding, ding. He spelled it right. Bro, it was. I guess because that's the way it was. Yeah,
I
I'm
think you
definitely.
did spell it
Yeah.
right.
No, Cosmo's right.
I
yeah?
noticed right away. I go, but that's not the way it's written there. And then they went ding, ding, ding. And then I read somewhere this week that it was probably because that's the way it was scripted. So
Yeah.
that's why they went with it. Because it was scripted for him to get it right, but he got it wrong. So
Okay.
so they probably just went with it. So I thought that was funny. Then they had a good match. Against Chad Gable and Randy Orton, a singles match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was looking forward because I heard Randy goes all these years of giving the RKO has a toll on his body. So I was looking forward to seeing how he was going to do the RKO. And I see a little shift where he, instead of landing on his ass doing it, he's like literally doing a bump on his back trying to do it now. So, and it looked like a very well executed RKO. So, I think you guys should.
I feel like that's gonna be worse for him though if he starts bumping on his back.
No, because he says because his hip and because of always landing on his like ass kind of hip way because
Right.
the way he does it has given him problems. So if you do it on the back like a normal bump, it's less of a hit on your body. Well, especially on your hip. That's why even Matt Hardy, he doesn't do that leg drop from the top rope no more because doing all those years that leg drop from the top rope, I think had 3 hip surgeries or something.
Damn.
So,
Okay.
So I was looking forward to those that little detail. Yeah, that was so I found that funny. I don't know if you guys found that funny for the academic challenge. It was I enjoyed it.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, Chad Gable, I think, is doing remarkable with what he's given. Phenomenal heel work. He plays that cocky prick really nice. This is what we needed. We didn't need Shorty G back in the SmackDown times. Like, he's an amazing heel. This is what I'm saying. If usually something isn't working for you as a face, maybe turn them heel. Because they're probably more comfortable in doing heel work. Because usually as a heel, you have more freedom. You have a lot more, you could do a lot more stuff. You get away with a lot more things. This is what Roman did. You know, what Randy is better at, what Liv Morgan should do. Yeah. So Chad Gable is just phenomenal.
I agree.
Just give me something better than this. Give me Chad versus Shelton, man. Make that a feud.
Oh yeah, that would be it.
Because them always hitting Hurt Business, them always hitting Lashley, like it's passé. Let's go. You know?
Yeah, it's time for them to move on. Yeah, I totally agree. What's next? AJ Styles versus Theory. I was really scared for this one. They put on a great match. I think they're both great wrestlers, but I was really scared they were gonna put over Austin Theory over AJ. And thank God they
almost happened a few times.
It did.
It almost happened.
It did.
Yeah,
I guess the psychology to make me believe that it was possible, I guess, was well done. But I was really hoping that they weren't going to do it.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, Jesus.
What else? Let's move on. I don't think there's much more on Raw here. No, the Mysterio's Profits not interesting. Oh yeah, maybe the Miz segment with Maurice. So it was the gifts, right? It was Maurice's birthday.
Yeah.
And it was a big gift. They didn't know, but I didn't give it to you. But she's like, "Did you give that to me?" It goes, "It's not your birthday. It's my birthday."
That was great how they did that. Yeah.
Why would I give it to you? And finally, there was nobody there, so they thought it was be Edge or Beth. And finally, they
came. But it was the
and,
break.
Yeah, it was well done. I guess it was cute. I like the grid couple. I like the style and the drip of the grid couple there. And I also enjoyed, like we talked at the beginning, of Beth just destroying everybody. All the security guards on her way to the ring made her look very strong. I like her hair also. Very nice hairdo. Makes that glamazon gimmick come out even more. So
that's true. That's valid.
And that's Raw, guys.
And what's the main event for Raw? What was the main event?
Oh, shit. I didn't write it down, so I don't remember.
Didn't write down the main event. Casey, please let us know what the main event is, or anybody who remembers watching Raw.
I saw it today on top of it.
Oh Jesus! It's really
It
not
must
that
it must have not been something very important because or else I
Well,
would have wrote it down.
It's Raw.
Let me see over here. Raw results. Where were we on Monday, the 24th, right?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't AJ. I don't remember. I'm blank. I see Casey fell asleep. So
Here, I got it here. Here we go. Go down all the way down. Oh, I guess that was the end of the Raw.
yeah, it was. It was the gifts.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, really?
That's why I
Yeah.
have it as the last thing. It was
Oh,
the segment that ended Raw, because Ray and Dominic was the match before against the Street Profits. So yeah, that was the segment that ended Raw. So we could give Casey what he wants. That's not a hug.
hold on.
Well, we're gonna have two JLBs. Oh God.
There you go. No, you only have one.
So yeah, so that was Raw. So we can. You guys wanted me to quickly talk about maybe NXT since we did talk about Gunther a bit last week.
Ganta. Go for it. I didn't watch
Oh
it.
yeah,
yet.
what happened? Please do educate me on NXT because clearly.
Well, started off with a Dusty Rhodes tag team match. MSK versus Jacket Time. For those who don't know Jacket Time, it's Kushida and that other Japanese man. I forgot his name. The one who would always wear the jacket.
Mhm.
So that was a very good match. I love every time I watch MSK in the ring. Their innovative,
they're fire.
Their innovative offense is out of this world. So that was a good match. MSK goes on in the tournament. Santos Braun Breaker promo was what followed. That was what followed. It was nice. I guess we'll see a Santos versus Braun for the title soon enough. Then it was the Uso brothers, Soa Sikoa versus Boa, no DQ match. So for people that follow NXT, a few weeks ago, Boa kind of threw a flame in Sikoa's face, and now he has I don't know if it's the makeup they're using. It's very well done. I doubt it's real burn and a real scar, but it's very well done. His scar.
That's why he did the Umaga paint, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because he has the scar. Wait, on this side, the scar's on this side. He took out the bandage and he showed the scar, and then he put the paint on the other side. So that was a very good no disqualification match. I also enjoyed. And then the only thing that's really important here is Gunther explaining the name.
I've been dying to hear his explanation.
So there's a promo backstage with the Imperium, and they're talking that they're going to dominate NXT, blah, 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 blah. And obviously when they talk, everybody knows that they talk in their own language and the subtitles underneath. So what's his face? I don't remember his name, but the German guy talks in German. The Italian guy talks in Italian. And Gunther, I guess, is Austrian, talks in Austrian. So basically what the explanation or excuse for the name change is basically he's saying he wanted to use the name that was the patriarch in his family. His grandfather was named that. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't think it's true. I think they're just using that as an excuse to try to calm down the controversy, I guess. So basically that he's saying it was his parents had given him that as a middle name because it represents his grandfather, which was the patriarch of the family and was a strong man, blah 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 blah, putting over his grandfather. So basically that's the excuse. They're trying to make it look like he wanted the name change, right? That's basically
my grandfather was in the war.
Yeah.
He doesn't specify which war.
Yeah. So
they should have just went that route though. With all the controversy from it, they probably still would have got a little bit of backlash, but they should have went that route without saying that it was World War II.
Oh, you mean in the promo that explaining? Yeah, I think
still go that route. I mean, bro, everyone's already thinking about it.
Yeah, I think the fact that they're heel, I think would have worked if by him saying that
100%.
So yeah, that was basically the important things from from NXT. The other Dusty Rhodes match was the grizzled young veterans. I always have a time with that name, and they won, and they will be continuing on in the tournament. So yeah, that's NXT. So we could go to Dynamite now.
Yay!
Yay. So Dynamite. Ooh, why can't I remember?
Cody and Sammy
was the ladder match.
Yes. Oh my God. What a way to open up. What an explosive way to open up.
I was expecting
Dynamite.
more. I don't know why.
You were expecting more than a jumping off one ladder to another cutter?
No, that was fire. But I'm saying
you were expecting more than
a crossroads from the top of the
crossroads from top of the cage?
I thought he was dead. Sammy was dead on that one.
Oh my God, bro.
Honestly.
You were expecting more than a suicide dive from a 12-foot ladder and then he whiplashes off the...
I've seen that. Like, we've seen that 100 times.
But the whiplash was like crazy. I was like, oh my God, Sammy, did you break your back? What's up?
I know. Okay, I'm about to say there was a bad match.
Okay, what did you... I think it's going to be easier like this. Tell us what you didn't like about the match.
I found there was too many spots. Me personally, it was too many spots.
So did you not like Jeff Hardy versus the Dudley Boys versus...
No, in the beginning, no, that's not the same thing because that's the first time we ever saw something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I meant TLC 2 or TLC
No,
3.
but no, because even when before that match happened, we all said that if that match would happen, it would be what? Spots.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's a ladder match.
But that's what you get in a ladder match, though.
I know.
I'm always expecting spot cities. So
that swanton from the top onto the ladder, onto Cody on the ladder, that the ladder didn't break. I thought he broke his back. That looked very painful.
Cody getting fluffy.
Steven. That was So that match was. Let me try to get this straight on. That cutter from one ladder to another.
Yes. Fire.
That for me was as big of a spot, and for me, I popped the same way as Edge's spear to Jeff Hardy off the top of the ladder. For me, that had that same feeling.
Well, dude, because that jump.
Yeah, it was the jump that made it. Yeah,
yeah.
Because he jumped from the step to the top, and then to it was like a hop. Yeah, Sammy. Yeah, Steven, I completely agree. Sammy's a very good wrestler. A bit better on the mic, and this guy could be a top star.
He's gonna be a top star. He's pretty good on the mic already.
Yeah, because he has the charisma, he has the wrestling ability, he has the looks. Like I said, he's not bad on the mic, but I guess just a bit better, and he can go straight to the moon.
To the moon.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm happy freaking Sammy won. Too.
Well,
yes, definitely.
When we found out that the Cody didn't have a contract, did you really think he was going to win the title? Honestly,
I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
And Tony Khan doesn't want him to go to the Rumble with the TNT title.
But Cody wouldn't do that, though.
Wow, imagine if he did, though.
But he wouldn't. Cody would be like ruining his entire whole thing with AEW for life, kind of thing. So, what did he say? I just posted it up.
He will never be champ in WWE. Who?
I think he's talking about Sammy.
Oh yeah, if he would be in WWE, because yes, we know that Sammy was
very good wrestler, WWE.
Yeah, because Sammy did do a tryout for WWE, but didn't work out. But I don't know, WWE are not too keen on young wrestlers like that. I've said that since day one, that Sammy is a fucking star. I completely agree with Casey there, and I completely also agree with Steven that his type of wrestler that he is in WWE on the main roster, maybe not on NXT. I think NXT he can be a star, but on the main roster it wouldn't work out. Especially with the people that are in charge right now.
Yeah, look at Ricochet.
Yeah, no, that's it. Ricochet would easily be TNT champion.
Oh, yeah.
In AEW.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, phenomenal matchup. I give it like a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah,
I would say
I'm good with a 4 or 4.5. Yeah,
it is a spot city, but that's what's to be expected.
from a ladder match. Yeah,
You know.
Cody ain't going anywhere. 2 shows on TNT, banking on that tie-in. Yeah, that's also true. He's he has his 2 other reality shows on TNT, so I don't
Exactly.
see how he would unless it's a one-off. Like the one-off is still a possibility, but I definitely don't see him leaving AEW for WWE.
I don't see Cody in WWE. There's no.
He knows how that will end up. So that's why I'm saying, as to leave AEW to sign with WWE, I don't think that will happen. But definitely, I definitely think it could happen with a one-off. I think there's a 1% chance of Stardust showing as a one-off, but not signing with WWE. No,
that's it. Exactly. And if anything, I think you bring Cody in for Triple H.
Ooh.
Cody versus Trips. You make that a thing for WrestleMania.
That's a money match.
That's a money match. That's the only way I would see Tony Khan being interested in doing that, and them having both a say. But guys, I don't know if you've also seen the Nick Khan had spoke with, I want to say BNN, Bloomberg, or he had spoke with
news?
I think so. It's some business news. He had spoken with the direction that he took WWE in. And he kind of explained that. And he's like, listen, before I got there, no one really knew anything about media and how to represent yourself in a global, just globally, in terms of being a conglomerate multimedia market.
This is Cody?
No, Nick Khan.
Okay. Oh, Nick.
Yeah. So, plus Cody wants a, yeah. Geez, we're getting there. Yeah. So basically, all that to say that if we had the old WWE back, the pre-Nick Khan era, we would definitely be getting. You would definitely see a Cody versus Trips. But now with Nick Khan being in this, only care about what companies give to us, and we're willing to sell some of our stuff off. I don't think we would get it, but that's the only way I would see Cody ever doing it, and Tony really being excited to do that. FYI, he also did mention WWE is not planning to sell anytime soon.
Okay, so that's a clarification on that.
Yeah. So there's been rumors on that, and it looks like
I don't believe it.
Well, it's like the kiss of death in sports, right? Every time the general manager gives his support to the coach, 2 days later he fires him. So
yeah,
so it's very well possible. Doesn't mean anything. Maybe he wants the talks and the negotiations not to happen publicly. So
that's it. That's true too.
Could very well be that.
But didn't they make a contract with Disney Plus?
No.
Yeah, for India.
Yes, for Indonesia.
Is it India or Indonesia?
Or India?
I think it could very well be one of those 2 countries.
For what?
Disney Plus is going to offer the WWE network.
Oh.
And Peacock lost a lot of money. I forgot how much, but like a lot of money.
But that's not that's not because of WWE.
Yes. No, because of the WWE.
Well, no, because
they don't get Peacock.
No, but I mean,
Indonesia.
Peacock paid to have the exclusivity of the network in the States.
Yes, but I'm talking about the States now.
Yeah, I know. Indonesia, Casey, right? So Casey's saying. So yeah, it was Indonesia, not India. Yes, but I'm saying they just started that investment. So
yeah, exactly. Because Peacock is only in the States. Everywhere else, it's either regular WWE network or
with this deal, Disney Plus. But I'm saying
Canada, if Canada gets it on Disney Plus as well, I'm uber down. Because then I don't. But in Canada, we can't do that because you need a TV subscriber. right?
Mhm,
That's kind of why we get stuck with our TV subscribers needing it, and we get the WWE Network. But if you find a way, you could find a loophole where you can put it on Disney Plus. Gimme. I'd be so down for that.
Sorry, it's Peacock in whole. Sorry, you're right. 1.7 billion.
Okay, that's it. They're gonna make their money back. It's just they have all their investments for buying all these original shows and the WWE Network and all that. It's gonna take a while for them to get their money back from that investment.
That's it.
So
There's no way they made profit yet at all.
no, because I think they paid quite a bit of money for a lot of these shows and WWE Network. So moving on, trios. So Inner Circle, we finally got to see maybe of the beginning of the end of the Inner Circle here.
So
What did you see?
no, I was something else.
Oh, okay.
I did the reaction of the Inner Circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
over it. It's time for Proud and Powerful to move on.
That's it. And at the end of the day, I think Jericho did hold down Pride and Powerful back. I think that's like a legitimate thing. I think it's a crime that we haven't seen Santana and Ortiz as champions yet.
Well, it's gonna happen
Because they are great. It's going to happen. But thankfully, it's going to happen after they leave the Inner Circle.
Mhm.
Because that faction was doing nothing for them from the get-go. And they've been together since the beginning.
Yeah.
That AEW commenced. So, about time.
Yeah. So they had that finally. They said, "Oh, you will see. We'll be able to. We'll only take care of ourselves, and we'll show you that we don't need you no more."
They walked past Jericho during the entrance.
Yeah.
They did that whole tag
But
fiasco.
that Martel from 2.0. Is it Martel? Is it Martel, the one with the long hair?
Yeah.
I love him.
He's good.
He's great.
I love him.
I think he's a bit too much on the.
Are you talking to me? Hey.
Yeah. He's a bit
Too much
I don't
old
know why.
school promos, like
Yeah, too much, too whoppy. Like he's very too European almost.
But I love it.
Nah, he's
No,
good.
it's
He's
great,
good.
though.
He makes me laugh.
He's over eccentric for the superstars who aren't.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah.
His promos are so over the top. They remind me of Macho Man promos.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
Wake up, wake!
Yeah.
It's just very, I'm throwing shoe. I'm doing. It's awesome. It's great.
But ironically, how did the Santana get the pin? Was from
Judas.
The Judas effect from Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho is like smiling at them, leaving the ring, and then they're tripping at him. So I think we'll be seeing something soon. Maybe the return of Jake Hager, and then have a program to really finish this off with Santana and Ortiz. I don't see maybe Jericho.
Where has Jake Hager been?
I don't know if he's injured or he's training for MMA match. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything from him.
Okay.
Ça change pas rien pour moi.
Yeah, Jake. Also, I think Jake Hager also has been because he's not good on the mic, so maybe it's not in the same situation. I think Santana and Ortiz are good on the mic.
But he's also not a great
bad.
wrestler either.
Bingo! Big winner.
No. He was good in WWE though,
Mhm.
when he was, I guess, less built. But now that he got really built and whatever, he's been kind of trash in the ring. I don't know what happened.
Well, we haven't gotten
guess-
really a chance to see him in a real wrestling match. It's always been like a gimmick with Wardlow or what was it? Dustin also. There was a match with Dustin also.
Right.
Hasn't been really given him a chance to get in a long 10-15-minute match where he can show his skills. So I don't know where they're gonna go with the Inner Circle. I guess I don't know if they were one of the best merchandise sellers for AEW shop, but
Well, obviously,
it looks like it's the end of
now.
And Hook, yeah.
And Hook, yeah.
I'm a hooker.
How much do you charge?
You are.
Yeah.
So yeah, Punk MJF.
Guys, I'm sorry to say it, but I am over this.
Punk MJF?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it's time they have this match.
Well, and it's gonna happen. It's literally gonna be when?
next week.
Next week, right?
Mhm.
In Chicago, Illinois.
There you go. And so CM Punk's gonna lose in Chicago.
Somebody's got to lose.
Chicago.
Mhm.
Someone's got to lose.
Will they riot? But I guess that will get. I guess it looks like that makes sense. Have MJF be the first one to beat CM Punk in Chicago. That will
Ultimate
get him.
heel.
Yeah. That will get him all kinds of heat. So
Yeah, and it's like every time I'm fed of
That
MJF.
beatdown was brutal, though.
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
That
It was,
beatdown was like savage. So I'm like,
But
are they?
what-
And
gonna
it wasn't.
make
It wasn't the
one?
best back and forth though,
No.
promo wise.
no either. I was like, okay, come on, who's getting beaten? But then when MJF sat on CM Punk, I'm like, fuck you must be fucking.
Well, that's 200 pounds there on.
That's
your
what I'm
chest.
saying.
Indian style, sitting Indian style like that on him, that where all his weight is there.
And I'm thinking he must say, "You may get off, just get off."
Yeah, get the fuck off me.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's still kind of being a light-ish. He's not like he was doing Indian style, I guess. But
Yeah. But he wasn't like, when you put all your weight into it, dead weight.
yeah.
It looked like he was trying to stay a bit light.
You're gonna kill him. Yeah.
Yeah. Cave in his chest because even though MJF is not the biggest, he's not a small one too. So he's up there in the 200, 215, 220 pounds guaranteed.
Mhm.
So that's quite a bit of weight on your chest.
I thought that's when Warlow was gonna
Turn?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or we might see him turn on Chicago and make MJF lose.
That's also possible.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, MJF doesn't need to get the win either, though. I don't think necessarily. It just ends this feud, and then maybe you just do something with Wardlow.
And you go on to
You know what I mean?
to the
You go
program
into a
with
thing
Wardlow.
with Wardlow, and then CM Punk just whatever keeps being undefeated. Because I think you have more. You definitely have more of you build a lot more with your original star being he's not even undefeated anyways, MJF, right?
He lost one,
he,
didn't
he, he lost he lost a tag match or trios match, and he lost the DQ
Yes, at the DQ.
that
Yeah.
CM Punk caused.
So that's it. I think you're telling more of a story with the undefeated streak from CM Punk.
Oh,
So,
could be.
I mean, MJF doesn't need to necessarily beat CM Punk to know he's the greatest, or for everyone to know he's the greatest. He's already better than you, and you know it. So,
Did you see what Casey wrote? Because I didn't see the.
I
didn't
didn't because my phone died and the comments didn't work.
I didn't see this at all. There was like Kenta tease people.
Oh, I must have missed it. Also, was that during the promo? During that promo, that segment?
Is Kenta? Hello.
Kenta, like Kenta NXT's Kenta, like who
Yeah.
Kenta?
Which is it's Kenta, right, in New Japan, right? Because they have a thing going with CM Punk because of the go to sleep.
Oh, Kenta Ibushi, not
Yeah.
the dude from NXT.
Yeah, the one that was in NXT, but now is in New Japan.
Snap. Okay.
He's
Sorry.
in the Bullet Club.
Oh.
Now you know.
Oh, why would you just now? You got to tell us all. We don't have
Okay.
to send it a private message.
Basically, how MGF sat on CM Punk
Yeah.
is what Kenta did. I'm gonna try to put this on the screen. Please hold.
That Kenta also sat like that on somebody, or
Yes.
Okay, because I thought there was a wink to CM Punk when he sits and does his pipe bomb. The promo.
That's what I thought too.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, okay.
And
I
how?
think it's Casey reading regularly into.
Well, that makes sense because we know there's a beef there between CM Punk and Kenta going on for years, because Kenta says CM Punk's told go to sleep from him.
Go to your phones, people. I send it to you now.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yes, we see him in New Japan here, sitting the same way, with the Bullet Club behind him. I don't know on who he's sitting, but yeah, so that makes sense. Makes sense that it was a wink towards that. But I'm surprised that it would be MJF doing that wink and not CM Punk. because I would love to see, because it's been going on for years, this rivalry. I would love to see a Kenta versus CM Punk match and put this rivalry. I guess the match would be the winner gets to keep the finisher, and that would be an interesting match to see.
Right.
Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. My sound randomly went off.
I'm just gonna show it for the guys, whoever wants to see it.
Yeah, you could show it, I guess. Maybe people can have see the image for themselves of. Because if I wouldn't have seen that image, I wouldn't have known.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah, so this is like we see Kenta sitting on. I'm not sure if that's Ibushi.
I think that's Ibushi. Yeah.
It looks like Ibushi, and with the Bullet Club.
That's Tonga, no?
Yeah, that's Tonga, his brother. I always forget his name. The big guy, Fella. Anyways, and the other guy. Basically, the Bullet Club around him. And for the people, I'm just describing for the people that might be listening on the podcast.
Shabata.
Shibata, that's the other one. Yeah, that's right. So
that's what Casey wrote.
Shibata, yeah. That's okay. You're saying that's who it was. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I can't really tell there. He's on his back. Yeah, so he's sitting on the same way as MJF sat on CM Punk with his Indian style with his legs crossed, and yeah, so maybe there was a message there behind that, or maybe it's MJF sending a message to CM Punk. Maybe CM Punk won't like that.
If Kenta comes, they've
been teasing this for a while, because when Kenta came down for New Japan Strong, there was rumors that he might appear. He might appear on AEW. Finally, he appeared was on Impact a few times. And then after he left, we never saw him again. And then Jay White appeared a few times on Impact. So if Kenta were to come to AEW and start a program with CM Punk, yeah, that would be, I think that would be the perfect next level to move on to the next gear for CM Punk in AEW. And start having real rivalries and real programs and real matches.
Dream matches.
Yeah, dream matches. Because I guess him being over 40, it's he wants to have matches that he would like to have. Finish on his own terms, like Sting said last week when he thanked Tony Khan for allowing him to finish his career on his own terms. So I thought that was nice from Sting to do that. What else? Well, there was the main event. That was pretty. We talked about the Brit promo, the Lights Out match,
which was a very good match.
Very, very, very good match.
I think that's gonna be my top
match of the week. Yeah, I would. It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Yeah, it's definitely up there with good matches. Good spots back and forth. Some when he kicked the stairs into the hands of OC Orange Cassidy, you saw he was bleeding from the hand, so that must have hurt. Some pretty good spots, and to get to what Casey's been waiting for this whole podcast. So basically, Adam Cole goes under the ring to grab a chair, but the chair seems heavier than usual, so he starts pulling the chair. And who comes along with the chair, hanging on to the chair? I can't pronounce his name. Danhausen, I think is how he pronounce it. Casey can correct me if I'm wrong, or put it up on the screen so I can pronounce it correctly. But I think that's Danhausen. He's the guy with the face paint, the black and white face paint that I think we've seen in AEW already once for a special appearance.
Very nice, very evil.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a big, and it got a pretty good pop from the crowd. It was a very quick appearance. Basically, they just looked at each other a bit, and he left. It caused a distraction, which helped Orange Cassidy do a move on Adam Cole, and then basically he left up the ramp and off. And then after the match, Tony Khan confirmed that he is All Elite now. He has signed a contract. So and then the match continued. Sorry, guys. Then the match continued, and they went more in the background in the gorilla position. Well, I guess AEW, they don't really call it the gorilla position; they call it the go position, where Tony Khan is right before they enter.
Jeez,
and he's back.
My bad, guys.
And he's back. So we were just talking about the Lights Out match.
Oh,
we're at the beginning. Danhausen.
Okay, cool.
It was the first time. Okay, I thought I had seen him there before. So yeah, Danhausen. So we were just talking about how Adam Cole went under the ring to go get a chair, and it seemed heavier than usual. And he pulls it out, and then Danhausen is hanging on to it. So I didn't know Danhausen before, maybe a few max 2 months ago. Is when I started hearing about him more here and there. I haven't really taken the time to maybe go watch some of his matches, but I do see that he's very popular in the indie scene.
Yeah.
Because I think he's very heavy on social media as well. He makes a lot of jokes. I personally have not seen any of his matches, but I have heard about him. So it's telling you a lot that he does a lot with his marketing. Like he just keeps himself active. So my mom had mentioned, "Oh, why is Sting there?" I'm like, "No, Mom, it's not Sting. Different kind of makeup, But yeah, I mean, but it's for a lot of people. They might have thought, "Oh, who the hell is that?" You know what I mean? Looking close, you might maybe have thought maybe it was Demon Finn Balor. Why, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like but again, you're talking to the AEW crowd, so
so they're
a lot of
usually
them do know Danhausen, and they're well informed.
They're usually more up to date in the indie scene and all these indie characters. So that's why it got the pop it got from the fans. Did
Danhausen have a thing with Adam Cole back in the day? Did you guys read anything on that?
I don't know. I think he's friends with
Orange Cassidy.
Well, that would make sense.
That would make
sense. If I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong, from Gorilla, but
from PWG.
Casey should know.
You're not correct, and you are wrong, Big Red.
I could be wrong.
Just playing with your words, good sir.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
He cursed Cole, and then Cole lost. Orange Alson wins.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah. So that was a very good match. I don't know, JLB, what you thought about that match.
I thought that match was great. Casey had expressed to me, he's like, but it wasn't really the lights out match. And, we've seen more hardcore stuff on regular TV. Like, I get that too. But at the same time, not all lights out matches do have to be bloody. I guess you can get away with saying, well, look, their lights out matches are maybe like their no DQ matches. You know what I mean? I don't think it's necessarily an unsanctioned match per se. It's just more of a falls count anywhere, hardcore rules, lights out match. Because any hardcore rules match isn't real wrestling, right? So I think they're really going based off of but then again, they sanctioned a match that wasn't necessarily real wrestling, but was a death match between a lights out match as well between Omega and Moxley.
Yeah,
where they had the little poof,
firework there. It was a lights out. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole point of lights out. It's unsanctioned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
it's basically what they're saying is they AEW is not responsible if anything goes wrong. That's the whole gimmick of it. That's
that's it. It's unsanctioned. It's too hardcore. It's too hot for TV, even though it's still on TV. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if it was unsanctioned, guess what? We wouldn't see it on TV. So he's reading a bit too much into it. But that's Casey.
Okay, I'm waiting for a comment.
Oh, and trust me, comments will come by the tenfold. Love you, Case. But yeah, no, I found the match was awesome. I thought Orange Cassidy really did a lot. And Adam Cole is Adam Cole, and just fire matchup. I thought they were doing all those commercial breaks so we don't get a picture-in-picture during that match, because we look like we missed a good part where Orange Cassidy started bleeding from the hand. Then they kind of told us. I don't think they showed us a replay of it though.
They did the kick on the
kick
on
on
the
the post.
On the stairs.
Oh,
on
the stairs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. He had his hand in between
I don't know.
the stairs and the post.
I just hate that. Like, give me picture-in-picture during, like, after a match or something. Or, like, right when they win. We'll be back in picture-in-picture. Let them leave, whatever. Like, do it that way. Do it after the match. And I don't know, maybe it's a marketing thing where you have to do it during the match because that's when people will still keep an eye because they want to see what happens. But I don't know. It's aside from that, being picky there, I thought it was just a great match. I don't think it was the match of the night. That's obviously going to go to the ladder match.
The ladder match.
The triple threat match, not the triple threat, but the 3-man tag was whatever. It was all right. I'd love to see 2.0 still thrive a bit more, so that's cool. Was there any other matches that I missed while I was having audio issues?
Well, there was the women's match, no?
There was a women's match.
Layla Hirsch.
You forgotten about it again, huh? You sexist pig.
Layla Hirsch and what's her Red Velvet? Yeah, she finished it off with an armbar. Yeah,
that was a fun match too. I love Layla Hirsch. Give me more Layla Hirsch. She's she's a short,
Russian,
feisty, furious Russian pipe bomb. Like, she's awesome, and she's great on the mic too. Give me Layla. This is Brit. What did Casey say?
He said that the AEW doesn't get to decide the commercials.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. Yeah, but
that's fair. But I mean, I don't know. Talk to TNT
or
something.
I don't mind the pick. I don't mind when they do the pick and pick when it's like, and they use Sammy with his cue cards. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. And it was messed up because I think they went back when Sammy was being called out. Like, I feel like they just went on a commercial break, or they did half of a commercial break or something, and then they went back. Someone's calling, guys. And then they went back. No worries. And then they went back, and Sammy was coming out. Here's your champion. He had the cue cards, and then it went back to commercial. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, they do that sometimes, AEW.
So I don't know why. Maybe they thought that we're supposed to come back at this time, and I don't know why they do that random little cut. But like, yeah, just give me more of that. Like, I get with Raw, you have 3 hours. You're gonna have to miss something. But at the same time, then just don't show it to me. Do what Raw does. Like, I get that's TNT's thing, but I'm not going to pay attention anyways because I don't care about looking at a quarter of my screen.
You see, SmackDown started that and they finished it pretty fast.
Yeah, like it's just not. Or why don't you just make the screen bigger for the wrestling, and then the advertising? They got to find a new way to advertise, man. Just have like an advertised bar at the bottom of your screen throughout the entire show. Why don't you just do that?
They should do like they do in Europe, which is the best way to do it. I know that maybe companies don't want to do it that way because a lot of people will just stand up and go do something else while that happens. But in Europe, what happens most of the time, not on everything, but during shows and movies, what they do is they'll pass the commercials before the show. So you'll have like 15-minute commercials before the show starts. And then the whole show would go on, no commercials. And then another 15, 20-minute break after the show starts, commercial break after the show finishes. That would be ideally, when I lived in Portugal, that's what it was all the time. But at the same time, I would change the channel when the show would be over, because I know we got like 15 minutes of commercials coming. So I guess it's a balance of pros and cons there. That
would be maybe interesting to check more into that, though, of why do they like doing it that way? Do they get a lot of profit that way? Because I mean, I just imagine people watch the show and they bounce, Yep. I don't.
Right.
I think the best kind of promotion would be to promote within it happening. So if you literally designate a small bar at the bottom, like we have our names here, if you just have that as like an advertisement thing, and you can manipulate it so you can kind of maybe see a little like commercial kind of thing, and then it'd say boom, double pizza, this and this and this and this, and Domino's pizza, this, call this number, get this, just like whatever. And at the end of the day, you're technically going to get more eyes on your product too, because it's going to be during the wrestling show.
True. Yeah, I agree. With
like
that.
how many, yes, but they also spend millions of dollars on creating that commercial.
But can they just like put like the logos on the mat like UFC does?
Because that's different though.
It's
UFC
sponsors.
is a pay-per-view. It's sponsors. So UFC is a pay-per-view, so it's a bit different. You're not paying for ad time.
Just like WWE does.
To be sponsored, just like WWE does with
when WWE says Royal Rumble next week, presented by Mr. Net or Mr. Clean, whatever. I guess that's how they do it. But
because that's more. And that's why that's more of a TNT thing. It's more of a broadcaster thing that they have a deal with the advertisers. I just think there has to be a way to spicing it up for a thing, because at the end of the day, I don't know how we got into a whole commercial conversation, but
we're talking about the pick and pick.
That's it. And at the end of the day, that's why everyone's moving away from cable and all this and all that. They're going for streaming and all that, and they're paying for it, right? So they don't get the commercials, or everyone DVR stuff and they watch it later.
Yeah.
So they have to be innovative with their advertising now. Either have the advertising subject, Coca-Cola says, hey, all right, AEW, do this, but you have to have one of the turnbuckles with our logo on it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be very innovative with advertising now, I feel, because no one's gonna care for the commercials or watch them, and you make me even hate what you're advertising, because you're interrupting the program I'm on with a picture-in-picture.
Especially if it's a good match. You don't want to.
Especially if it's a good match. Like, freaking Domino's. I'm not getting you next Friday. Usually Friday's my pizza day. Tomorrow, screw Domino's. I'm going to go for, I don't know, whatever, double pizza. Why? Because they messed up my Dynamite previewing of the Lights Out match.
Because you don't want to miss a big spot while they're in.
That's it, and you technically do now. Before, we didn't see the picture-in-picture. We know we didn't really get much. The wrestlers really didn't do a whole lot. They go outside of the ring, they do this,
headlock to headlock,
headlock to headlock. They waste time. Now they like do stuff, and I'm just like, no, what are you doing? Don't do stuff. Do the headlocks. And then go outside. Cody Rhodes took forever setting up that ladder in the ring when he was going to make his announcement. Granted, it's just an announcement, and you could have had his entire commercial. One job. You could have had his entire commercial off of Cody Rhodes' promo, but at least Cody Rhodes was just waiting, cheering to the fans, doing this. There's so much more they could do. Anyways, I digress. I apologize.
Well, back to the match. There's some very big spots also in this match, especially the one to finish it from the top. When they were falling down, I was a bit scared for Adam Cole, because he didn't look like he had him well placed, but we didn't hear anything, so it looks like Adam Cole was okay. But what do you guys think about Adam Cole having his first singles loss?
Is it his first singles loss?
Singles, yeah. He lost the trios match, I think.
As long as he gets more bigger stuff, I'm okay with it.
But
yeah, I don't mind. I mean,
I'm okay with it as long as you use this to put Orange Cassidy over, and now you put him on a push towards a title somewhere, or TNT or whatever. Because this beating Adam Cole should be big.
Right.
So
that's very well said.
So
maybe
they also put each other through hell. So
maybe they
definitely did.
maybe he's gonna be in the Owens tournament now.
Plus, it's an unsanctioned match, right?
So
So it
doesn't mean
technically
nothing.
doesn't count. It
Yeah,
doesn't
so technically
mean anything.
Adam Cole can
So
run
Adam
with
Cole
that
still hasn't
as a
lost.
heel. Yeah.
He doesn't have to run with that. It doesn't count towards his record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
because it's not
unsanctioned
sanctioned.
matches
So, yeah,
don't count. Yeah,
it's true. So officially, it won't count on his record. Yeah, that's right.
So therefore,
I'm sure he's
going to
mention
do
that
anything with that
in his promo also.
But they don't even. Yeah, exactly. Well, just in case some fans don't know it, they'll mention it. But in reality, so it does. I still. Orange Cassidy is always going to be over no matter what. But I would like to think they're definitely going to do a lot more with him now, give him bigger wrestlers to wrestle for sure. But he won't be able to take the tagline of, "Oh, I beat Adam Cole," and give him his first loss because it was unsanctioned. So
yeah, he won't be able to brag about it. But I think momentum wise, he needs to ride this wave.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, it's great. It's great to see him wrestle, even though he's that lazy millennial. He still managed to, his freaking the amount of stuff he could do with his hands in his pockets.
Yeah,
is mind blowing.
Yeah, it's really
like some people can't even do that without their hands in their pockets. You know what I mean? Like, the guy is quite skilled.
When he hugged before the ending, when he hugged the. You got to give the people what they want. You give him a hug. It was. And
then Adam Cole was like kind of good with it, and then he's kind of like, "I'm gonna drop you down there." No,
he's trying to get out. Yeah,
it was awesome, and it was
perfect.
Cool.
Orange
Cassidy. We saw Tony Khan in the back. They did a gorilla position thing. That was kind of cool. At least we finally get to see the back. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I agree. It was a very good Dynamite. Very good Dynamite. There was a special beach break Dynamite.
Beach break Dynamite, exactly.
And we have
Cleveland.
It's a bit weird there, Cleveland, to have a beach break in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But now Friday they have the continuation of the beach break, but the championship edition. So you have the tag team titles, Lucha Express versus. Oh my God!
Did the Acclaimed not wrestle?
Private Party.
Oh, Private Party's back. Thank God.
Yeah.
But he's still with AHFO, no? Whatever.
Yeah. Yes, for now, yes. For now, they're still together.
That's another team that's holding him back.
Yeah.
Since Private Party has been with Matt, they went nothing but downhill.
Yeah, I agree. Private Party also has disappeared. They were at the beginning. They were having some great matches, but then since this Hardy Family Office thing hasn't been working out for them, maybe this can put them back on the good path. Maybe with this tag team match, they obviously won't win. But if they can put out a good match and make it believable, maybe that can put them better for the path in the future.
Here's to hoping. Yeah, I doubt it, but
so that's it. And Jade Cargill versus that's the other
AJ, no?
Who?
AJ.
I just saw it, man.
Jade Cargill versus Layla?
Dark Order.
Not Anna Jay.
Yes.
Didn't she already face Anna Jay?
No, they just faced on Rampage last week.
Oh, then I'm behind then, people.
Yeah. Watch Rampage. One job.
They promoted it
she's
at the
face...
end
of... yeah, because they
promoted at the end of Dynamite.
That's it.
I'll tell you right
now.
With
someone. And
no, because it's the they call it the Beach Break Championship round or something like that, and it's like I said, the tag team. Let me see, Rampage. What are we tomorrow?
Friday.
I know.
We're the 28th.
28th. Darby and Allin, they're going. Darby and Allin, Darby and Sting, they're going through a goth phase. I still got songs stuck in my head. By the way, if anyone can find me all of Max Caster or the Acclaimed either the list of their raps or the list of all their matches, so I can at least find the dates and find the raps. But yeah, I just want to make myself a little collage of their disses.
Oh, that could be nice.
Yeah,
It's
So it was Julia Hart.
oh,
So that's
Julia
Julia
Hart.
Hart.
There you go.
So so it's Jurassic Express against the Private Party, Jade Cargill versus Julia Hart. You have also what's his face, Mox against Bowens from the Acclaimed.
Oh, nice! I can't wait to see.
And you have you have that tag team match also, FTR versus Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson, I think his name is.
yeah.
That's what it is.
This
is the 4 matches for tomorrow on Rampage.
I just want to mention
Nice.
that it's official. Undertaker is going to be at the Royal Rumble. I just saw it.
Oh,
Not-
does it
not-
say in what capacity?
No,
Not
it just
in the
says
Royal Rumble, at
No,
the
it-
Royal
it-
Rumble.
at the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And today it makes 29 years that Andre the Giant passed away.
Wow, already 29 years. Damn, I'm getting old. Wow, I was 10 years old only when he passed away. Ooh.
Now everyone knows how old you are officially.
It's okay.
So yes, and on that note as well, Undertaker has been promoting the new WWE 2K game,
Yeah.
which
Mhm.
is very interesting considering he said that playing video games is for children, and they should wrestlers shouldn't be doing that in the locker room, something along those lines. But for those video game fans, just so you know, WWE 2K22, still by 2K Sports, is going to be released on March 8th with a special NWO deluxe edition that you can purchase as well.
And guess
And
who's
yeah.
not going to pre-order it? It's not going to be me this time.
No, not me either. I got screwed with 2K20, so
I'm going to wait.
I got the deluxe version. I was such an idiot, and I got
Yeah.
such a shitty game.
Yeah.
Very disappointed.
I ordered
It's
it.
Rey
on Amazon.
Mysterio on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio is on the cover. NWO is on the deluxe edition. This is they're doing that for the 25th anniversary of the NWO.
Oh.
So,
I am that old.
Yep, we're that old, and yeah. So, just for your video games, and obviously it's going to be released on all your video games.
I just can't wait for
platforms.
the AEW game to come out. Oh,
Yeah, we haven't been getting much. I think the last thing we saw like the Jungle Boy.
it looks like
character.
it looks a lot like No Mercy, man.
And
Better
Revenge.
graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see though, guys. We're seeing a lot of stuff. I can't wait until we actually see a legit trailer. I just don't want to get my hopes up because we haven't had a WCW Revenge No Mercy game since maybe Day of Reckoning was kind of like that. And then also maybe I guess Day of Reckoning would be kind of, and maybe like the Def Jam Vendetta games. They were kind of No Mercy-esque with how they controlled their wrestlers and so on. So we'll see. I just don't want to get my hopes up because 2K done brought my hopes way down.
Yeah.
But supposedly redesigned, rebuilt. It's not a Seth Rollins promo. It's just the game is entirely redesigned. It's rebuilt. It's better graphics. They've implemented a lot more stuff. There's going to be a new GM mode. GM mode is coming back. All that stuff. I'll send you a link of all the new stuff for that if you guys are interested. But on that note, that I guess was your wrestling week rundown. In terms of big news, was there anything really?
Not really anything new breaking news that we didn't cover. I think.
We mentioned the Sammy thing. Sammy's content with where he is, would like a little bit of a push. And then Nick Khan mentioning that apparently the WWE is not selling. And I think that's all we kind of got. Danhausen is all elite officially.
Yep.
And The Undertaker is officially going to be at the Royal Rumble. But we just don't know in what way, shape, or form whether he would be in the Rumble or not. So only time will tell. I guess that's it.
Yep, I guess we did the turn of everything.
We done did it. We done got the cogwheels turning here. So perfect. That is your week in wrestling. Remember, once again, Royal Rumble is this Saturday. I repeat, this Saturday. And if you do want to watch NXT, oh no, that's for WrestleMania, right? They're going to do like a special event for WrestleMania. Okay. So if you want to watch NXT, you're going to have to wait till Tuesday. But remember, Royal Rumble is this Saturday, 8 p.m. Kickoff is at 7. Of course, I'm talking Eastern. Google your time zone to know what I'm referring to for your area. But Saturday. So remember that. Have it DVR'd. Get it ready. And we might or might not give you a little recap. We shall see, depending on how excited we get, if there's an AEW star or not. And if Big Red loses $20 over a stupid prediction, we will certainly keep you all posted of all of that amazing stuff. But guys, you got socials. People could follow you. People could comment whether they like you or don't. Where can they do it?
You could find me on Twitter at WTN's Kid Crazy, or on Facebook at SPN Podcast. And like every week, thanks a lot, guys, for your comments on the podcast at the WTN forum and the WTN podcast page. So, guys, we really appreciate the interaction. Thanks again. And, guys, see you.
Either on WTN or my new podcast, Let's Talk with Big Red, which basically I interview everyone about everything, or Twitter at Big Red 7619.
Big Red 7619. Trying to figure out those dates.
7819, sorry.
7819.
It's my son's birthday.
Ah, nice. And of course, WTN, it's at WTN Wrestling on the majority of your social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social media. We will be there. All the links will be there down below. You can follow me at JLB420. Real Talk Radio is also the brand where I talk about a little bit of everything and anything entertainment, from music, movies to music to what's happening and what's going on in the world as we know it. And that's at anchor.fm/RTR or at Real Talk Radio 8. And yeah, that is it. You can follow Raw and Order WBU, which is a podcast where we like to book wrestling crimes as well, at Raw and Order WBU. All the links will be down below in the doobly-doos. I would like to thank, of course, my fellow co-hosts and the WTN Nation for sticking with us and commenting as well. This has been your rundown. Royal Rumble is this Saturday. So, guys, until next time, ciao.
Peace.
Oh, I am not even ready unless you're ready to cancel it. There we go. So, guys, until next time, ciao for now.